What's up, everybody? Welcome to Psyched Media. My name is Stephen Bennett, and today I'm going to be talking about alignments in relation to Dungeons and Dragons and other role-playing games. Now, alignments is something that during character creation you really look at to develop the persona of the character you're creating in Dungeons and Dragons or other role-playing games. These alignments fall down on two axes. So there's one axis that represents good, neutral, and evil. And then there's another axis which represents lawful, neutral, and chaotic. So using all these together, usually you take one of each and kind of match it up. You would kind of create your character from that. So you can make a lawful, good paladin, or a chaotic, evil warlock, or a neutral rogue, or whatever you want within those guidelines. Now that's how mechanically it works. But in my opinion, and again, this is just my opinion, everyone's fun is right. But in my opinion, the way that I enjoy playing is actually kind of keeping those alignments as a back thought. So it does help build the character and help me understand who the character is and what they would do. But it is a background thought in so much as a good character can do evil things if the situation calls for it, or if they don't have all the information or anything like that. So you as a player may realize, like, okay, my character is lawful good and this seems like an evil action. I'm not going to do it then. But really, the character in-game would probably be more prone to interact with these kind of evil or not so good situations because they think that they may be good, or it may, drive to the greater good down the road. So you got to think through the character's perspective that not everything that you're seeing on the page or in the theater of the mind is from you. You got to think of it from the character's perspective of what they see, what they know, and how they would react to that information. For example, say you're a lawful good paladin, okay? So you created this character to always abide within the rules of being lawful and good. You go to a town and the town asks you if you can go out and take care of some bandits who have taken over a local farmstead. So as a lawful good paladin, that sounds like a good thing. You go and do that, and you don't even take the money they offer you. But you realize that the farmstead in which you went and killed all those bandits, you find out that those were actually farmers and they were trying to withstand the tyranny of the ruling party of the town. Well, you were under the impression that it was good and lawful, and it may have been lawful, but it definitely wasn't good, and all said and done, neither things should have happened. Does that make you evil or unlawful? No, because you worked within the realm of your understanding, and that doesn't change the personality or the character's personality. It may have its bad effects, which may lead to different kind of things down the road, or a change in alignment down the road. But as for right now, one act or one kind of misunderstanding would not turn someone into an evil person just because the act they did was technically evil or technically unlawful or chaotic or whatever it is. So that's something that a lot of people, I think, should kind of think about, is what does the situation bring? What do I know as the character, and what would my character do under those circumstances? Will I act within the law and that good nature, even though as a character I may have an inkling that maybe this isn't lawful, maybe this isn't good? Or will I go for it and suffer the consequences because realistically I wouldn't have known? Now you may be thinking, of course, I was in the right, that's proper to my character, of course it doesn't change my alignment. I didn't think it was evil, so it's not. I was within the information that I had. Well, then what? What is your character going to do? Are you going to say, well, my character's lawful good, so that's it, that's fine? Or is your character going to get angry? Are they going to get a little bit resentful of the situation, of what they did, maybe brooding on it a little bit, and then maybe decide to go and seek revenge? Is the person evil for setting you up to do this? Or, the ruler of the town, they wanted to take the farmstead. Is that strategy, or is that evil? Are they good people just in a bad situation? You don't know these, but you may, as a character, forget about that. You're only focused on the revenge that you want, so you go and possibly kill the person. Well, then what? Are you now chaotic evil or lawful evil or any variation other than what you were in the beginning? Probably not. You can still be a good person. You fell into temptation of darker nature, and that's fine. That happens. That's a situational circumstance. That doesn't change the outlook, and it may have bad effects on you, and again, it may drive you down a bad path. But one act like that may not be a switch from this box to this box, but it puts an effect on you, but you're still a good person. You're still lawful in your future endeavors, but you had that little issue along the way, and it left a little bit of a mark on you, and that's fine. That's what I'm talking about. You got to have this compass, but you can't be so stringent on, okay, I'm this, therefore I can only do things within this because that's exactly what I am and nothing else matters. Everything is superseded by this little chart that I have. That's not how I think you should play it. If that's the way that you play it and that's the way you enjoy playing it and the people around you enjoy playing it, then by all means have the best time ever. But again, that's just not the way that I enjoy playing. Now on the flip side, a chaotic evil character, again, can do good or lawful things if it lines up with their schemes or their goals or whatever. So they're not confined to the acts only of evil or only of a chaotic nature. They can do whatever they need to do in the situation to better themselves. They may have an ultimate goal, which is more in line with that kind of rule of chaotic evil or lawful good. But in essence, the general situations should be played as that, general situations in which every time there may be a different reaction or different reaction that doesn't necessarily have to line up exactly to your lawful good or whatever you chose. So you got to think of it more as a moral compass. So it doesn't always point the way that you want it to. But in general, you kind of know where you are. But what you don't want to do is start playing this game where you're going, well, my character is this, therefore I, do this. You don't want to do that because that's not realistic. Realistically, people have a plethora. It's not just one or the other or two of each. There's a plethora of different kind of emotions and thoughts going through a person's body. So the realistic kind of representation of a character would be that situationally things change. So this was just a short little video. I thought it was a fun thing that I could throw out there. I haven't been able to make a video in the past week with work and lighting. I don't have proper lights to really do anything when it becomes dark, and so it's just been a pain in the ass for that stuff. But nevertheless, I hope you enjoy this content, and I hope you subscribe to keep up to date on all the new videos that are coming out. I try to do at least one video a week. So far I've been decent in keeping that up, between 1 and 2 videos. I hope to make more than that. Lots of stuff is kind of rumbling around in my mind, so hopefully you'll enjoy everything that comes out in the future. But again, like, subscribe, comment, start a discussion with me. I love that stuff. I like to see how other people are playing. I like to see how other people think. So again, leave that comment in the description below, like, and subscribe.